everybody. Today, as you can tell from that amazing drive that we just took to get here, we're down, about 30 miles southwest of Ada, Oklahoma. Beautiful country down here. You can kind of see, you got big turbines. This is probably my favorite place. Windmill over there. Me and Lori have worked down here for probably going on 10 years, if not longer. It's called the Robson Ranch. It's 9,500 acres of amazingness and rattlesnakes and like lots of thorns. It's crazy, but it's beautiful down here. I love it. They asked us to come down here and troubleshoot this bad boy, this solar. So what they have is there's a tank that sets way over there, if you can kind of follow my finger, and this line comes out of this well, it goes out here, and it's buried all the way to that tank. And also somewhere in here there's a set of valves, and it runs all the way, hi mama, set of valves, and it's buried all the way to that pond over there. But it wouldn't be crazy if something had chewed or damaged our line. But the only way to really tell if this thing's making water is to lift it up and test it that way. So we have the crane here, the hoist, we can lift it up. It's got a pitless adapter in it down here into the ground that the water does all of its traveling to. All it's above ground is just our electrical. So we'll get in here and try to, now we have some good sun, we'll figure out what's going on with this bad boy. That noise. First thing we're gonna do is check voltage on this thing. These are new panels. We just put these on last year sometime. So I highly doubt the problem is with the panel, but you don't ever know. Something lives in there. We didn't install this set. They had a different. So our power wires are coming in. So this is going to. These are going. Oh, so this right here is his, they originally had float switches down that tank, so this has pretty much been omitted. Alright, so let's check some voltages. See, so this, you can see it's power, and these two are the pump. So let's check what these are saying. 69 volts, which is enough to run because this pump will run on 30 volts. 69 volts through 67.9, 68. So yeah, we got plenty of voltage to run. So we're either A, running, or something else. Let me check to make sure nothing came loose in here. They always they scared us when we started working down there. They said, watch out for timber rattlers. Is that right? Mm-hmm. So everywhere I go, I'm a little worried I'm going to find a timber rattlesnake in one of these spots where we're at. Listen, I think I can hear the pump running, so I'll set that right there. Either that or I hear an airplane a long ways off. Come here, bring that camera down here, see if you can hear it. So we're running. Can you hear that?
I can hear it standing here, so.
So the pump's running. So where's our water? I don't hear water going anywhere. Could it be going to the pond? I say we travel over to the pond and make sure our water's not going there. Let's go, Mama. All right, so since the motor's running, there is a chance, if we're not moving water, we haven't walked to the pond yet, we just want to check some amperage real quick. But there's a chance that, I've seen it before, that it's got a helical rotor, is what it's called, inside the pump that makes it run. It's not really like your normal well pump that's got a series of little turbines inside of it. This one has actually a rotor that's almost like a corkscrew, and I have seen one of those come apart before. That could be it. The water down here is really clean, so I'm not really expecting any wear inside the pump. So I'm thinking it's more some kind of, if it's not making water, we've got a problem down there. And it's mostly due to, I'm gonna say, that rotor might have came undone. I'm guaranteeing that our pump is kaput now. And not necessarily a pump, but where the shaft attaches to that helical rotor. It could be that sleeve, it has a sleeve that's like it's almost like an epoxy resin that's poured, and that, almost that's falling a hole. That can wear, but these wells down here are so deep and the water is so pristine because we're right on the Blue River. We're on the Arbuckle Simpson Aquifer is what's underneath us right here. It's huge. It's got a lot of water and it's really clean water and it's really deep. So I'm not really worried about contaminants or particulates such as sand or anything that's very abrasive being our problem here. So, yeah, we don't have any problem. I mean, it's nasty in there, but that's not gonna cause us an issue. And our new panels, nothing wrong with them. So, yep, I guess we're gonna pull a pump. So, see y'all shortly. Okay. Yeah!
Hello!
Heavy. Bad one. So another thing that I wanted to tell you is, you know, we've tested the power. We have good voltage. We have 0 amperage, which to me tells me that the pump's not moving any water. Still, it's running, but it's not moving water. The third check that I didn't mention is every one of these sticks of pipe that we pull there's water spraying out. So that means we're holding water. Sometimes you can have like a big catastrophic hole or a crack or something that's far down underneath the water table, and your pump could be running, and since it's not lifting water all the way to the surface, it'll also show you a really low amperage value because it's just moving water a little bit right back out into its own turbulent water that the pump's setting in. So it could show us 0 amperage there. So since we have water in every one of these sticks of pipe coming out, that's the third thing that we would check. So we know we have a bad pump. Back to work. All right, there's our pump. Don't get shocked, Mama. Just kidding. I guess let's take it over there and put it on the back of the truck and we'll unscrew it, see what's going on with it. Might put it in here. So let's put the motor. I got some little bitty screws up there, so I guess I gotta get that whole thing off. I should have that. You knew I had to do that, didn't you? That's why you didn't let me put it up. No, it's a little Torx in there. This will be, if there's something wrong with this, this will be the second one that I've seen that actually had a problem. But this pump's been pumping for 10 years, if not longer, so it's done its job big time. The last one that we had a problem was this thing had come off of that, so that's not our issue, so it's still there. Motor spins good, so I'm gonna guess it's this bad boy in there. Just got it worn out. So down inside here, you can't tell, but in this section right here to here is the female part of this. And it's, like I said, it's made out of like almost a packing rubber that, you know, it's really soft, but it can wear. You got to flip it around. There. So let's see. If it's real loose in here, that's our problem. Trying to get that motor to stay on there without falling off. See, that's what we're doing. We're just spinning inside that. No water is pumping. That right there should be a really, really tight fit. So our motor's good, pump's good. This is bad. We can replace this. I don't have it on the truck. So again, this is motor. This is actually this is what's doing the pumping. This guy, this helical rotor right here. No, a lot of people will look at this and be like, what in the world? So what this does, this helix, it's designed this way. You know, it's got very, very smooth flowing lines. It's just a helix that's been ground in. And this thing spins at bunches of thousands of RPMs, and it spins this way right here. You can see, so it's almost like threading the water up. And then this would be like the nut. So this goes in a certain way, and the water is being threaded up, and so it's just a continuous flow of water through this and up and out. So pretty cool, huh?
The water comes in through these holes in the
water. Yep, water goes in through these holes right here. It flows in through here and then goes right up and out. Yep. Oh, this is actually 11. Oh, nice. This is an 11 SQS. So this is a 11 gallon per minute pump. Awesome. Okay, so I think we're done here. A short video, and I'm sorry, but this right here is why I'm somewhat jealous of the residential well guys, because this is what they do. They come up here and they don't have to worry about a windmill tower and all that stuff. But we love what we do. We love being the people that come out and do the windmill thing, the hard part. But I do love it. I love it when we get to go do a residential job. It makes you feel good because you're getting somebody water that needed water in their house like yesterday. So the residential guys, y'all are amazing. If you're watching, you're amazing. But I'm jealous of you. I'm really jealous because this took about 9 minutes to get all this 140 feet of pipe out, get the pump out. If we were doing a pump swap, we'd have been going in 20 minutes and we'd be going home. But that's not the case today. This ranch, we kind of took this ranch over, I don't know, 10 years ago, if not longer. And all this stuff was already here. We just service it. So I don't carry parts in the truck because these are really expensive. And you don't ever know what you're going to run across, whether it's a 6, 11, 3 gallon per minute pump, and they're all different. So like a 3 gallon per minute rotor is about, I don't know, that long, really short. The 6 is a little bit longer, and like I said, this is the 11. But anyway, we're gonna sign out now. We'll see y'all back home. Remember, like, subscribe. You guys are amazing all over the world. You're watching us. This morning I was talking to somebody, in England of all places. So if you're in England, anywhere in the world, thank you for watching us. You guys are amazing. You're supporting us. We're gonna keep doing what we do. We're gonna keep growing it. We forgot the microphone today, so I hope you can hear us. It's probably best that Mama wasn't on the mic today. She's rowdy. She's being rowdy.
Such a bad person.
She's being rowdy today. So anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all with some beautiful countryside. This is, again, it's 9,500 acres of amazingness. And all these wind turbines, I can't tell if they're getting picked up in the camera or not, but these were all not here a couple years ago. And then one day we came down here to service a windmill. It's kind of poked away. You see it poking up through there, way over there. There's a little windmill poking its head up. And these windmills were all here. And I'm like, holy smokes. So, but anyway, you guys are awesome.
Bye.
And have a good day. Bye. Morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in southern Oklahoma. I'm trying to find a spot where I'm not right in the sun. You know, we're blessed here in Oklahoma with a handful of really nice rivers. And I'm fortunate enough to get to work on this ranch. I've mentioned in our other videos, this is the Robson Ranch. But in southern Oklahoma, we have what's called the Blue River. And on this place, on this property, it's actually in two different rivers. There's a blue east and a blue west. And they merge together kind of towards the edge of the property, still within the land. They come together and make a really beautiful river, which is called the Blue River. Big tourist attraction, a lot of good trout fishing, a lot of good fishing. Water's ice cold. But this is the East River, the Little Blue East. You can see how it just flows through here. I know this camera is not doing this thing any justice whatsoever. But this is amazing, y'all. And I wish you could hear it. I hope you can hear it. But when I come down here to work, we get to drive across this thing about 4 or 5 times, 6 times every time we come down here. So this is crazy, y'all. I mean, it don't get any better than this. and it does this all year long. This flows just like this. So we cross it just right through here. Then the road goes that way. There's a humongous hayfield right over here that separates the two rivers. And then when I get to the other river, I'll show you it. But it's amazing. Y'all, this is life. I'm telling you. But anyway, I'll see you at the other river. Hi, Mama. All right, made it to the well. So this is fixing to be making some water. Our pipe's still up here, Mama. Nobody took it. That's good. All right. Well, oh, there's a hole. All kinds of little critters come down here and dig. Ain't no telling what it is. But all through there is holes, so. I'll do a weed eater just in case. Alright. I gotta go all the way up with this one because if I don't, I can't reach that well way over there. Oh, this thing's amazing. Yep. So this, it's like way over there on the tree line, way past what you see the trees that are closest to you. That's kind of like the tree line. From there south is like really nice prairie where we're at right now. I mean, this is tall grass. It's not like your old, you know, your normal old blue stems and stuff, but it's Everything else is just plumb and gorgeous down here. I love working down here. Every time they call and need something, we get excited. At least I do. Tilt it forward just a little bit. It's kind of like a pendulum right there. I watch it swing, and that's how I know if I'm centered over the well or not. Now I rock the left outrigger over. You'll see how it pulls the hook over the center. Look at that. Boom. Just like that. So that's what we want. All right, go back just a little bit more for that pendulum. Yep. There it is. Hello! Still nobody wants to answer me. I'm gonna grab my phone because I want to see if we can see the water down. It looks like it's about a, I don't know, 60-foot static, something like that. I don't really know. Since I didn't install this, I don't really know what we got. Let's see if I can get it illuminated. What I do when I kind of eyeball, when I measure a well like this, visually, you can see each joint of each one of these sections of the casing. And it looks like, I see 1, 2, it looks like it's about a 60-foot static. So, yeah, this pump right here is set up for probably 300 plus foot. With the amount of wattage that we're putting to it, so we got plenty of power. Let's get it put together. The farmer in the dale, the farmer in the dale. Yeah, dude. Say that again.
She tried to. You want me to feed this through one of these squares to you?
She tried to toy with me.
Thought it might hold it.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Y'all, she's being a jerky already this morning. We're gonna have to watch out. I'm not sure we're gonna see squat. Okay. Here it is, y'all. Try to zoom in on that. I'm not sure you can see it. 11 SQF2 if you're wondering what I'm putting in the well here. Really? Oh. Nothing but the best. Lori's already getting bit by ants. Don't want to cut the wires. Be gentle around the wires. That's good, ain't it? Oh, yeah. Right. I want to get this bushing off this bad boy. Well, usually they come with a bushing, but they don't all come with a bushing. You know that little...
Did you put that in there?
No. No, that's the new one right there.
Oh.
You're like, it's even used.
Might need to go back to sleep.
Get up too early this morning?
No, I'm just so tired.
That trip we took around the world.
And the heat coming back to Oklahoma, I guess.
Y'all see how this is 3 wires and it goes down to 4. Remember, this has that low water sensor right here. All right, hot dope is in that little box. Oh, you already got it?
You tried to hide it.
Mm-hmm. Try to keep you guessing. Backed up so close to that fence up there. I wonder, you know? Hold that pump here with us like that. That sound is, you don't even know. The ringing, the dinging, just the noise of them. That's what we want, Mama. Put those in now. So, yeah, just run it through here. Actually, we could probably feed it through there if we wanted to. What am I gonna do it, y'all? I'm gonna splice through. I really don't want 2 splices, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut them off. So my green is the blue, okay?
Okay. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Well, that's just the way it was set up before, so I'm just gonna put it together. We didn't do this one before, so. Trying to put things back the way they was.
That's usually the best way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You go all willy-nilly, then you just never know what's going to happen.
Yep. None of my problems. Which one was green again? Remember?
Blue.
Yep. Just testing it.
Boy, I didn't know there was going to be a pop quiz that big.
Yeah. Gotta be paying attention around here. This is the dove field. I've never seen a dove here before. I don't know why they call it the dove field. Oh, look at there, about. Mama.
Well, I tried to teach you just to do one of those one at a time. But...
One at a time. There's all 3. Okay, I'm gonna do this one first, since I know it's gotta be a special. It's gonna go to the blue. Down here. Not so much this right here. This is the bad part. Yeah. Good crimp.
There are no bad parts.
Yeah, there is. Good crimp. Okay. Got a rattlesnake over there doing his thing. it ain't a rattlesnake, it sure sounds like it. Okay. So my blue is the ground, right?
It goes to green, I don't know.
Yeah.
The green is usually ground.
The ground, yep. I wanted to look at that before I cut it off because you don't want a surprise, because that's the only wire on here that matters on its placement. The other two, nope, don't care. Don't care at all. The black and the red one, they don't care. Clarity does not matter on this pump. Yeah! Spit everywhere. Okay, that one is going to go. Trying to get these somewhat entangled. Over there. Ah, yeah. Perfecto. There we go. Let me burn your eyebrows off. Okay. There we go. A lot of the comments mentioned, Shane, why don't you stagger your splices? Well, on this solar, it's not that important. So I'm not, you know, I do know to stagger my splices. I do know. We work on residential wells with high torque motors that kick on, and you try to cut down on your diameter of everything, make everything smaller where it's not gonna be rubbing the wall. But this pump right here is a soft start, and by that I mean it ramps up to speed when it starts up. You know, the sun hits it 30 volts, it starts swirling and spinning really slow, and it finally gets to speed. So there is no torque jarring. It does not bounce around in the well at all like your regular household submersible well pumps do. There's like apples and oranges, totally different. So this thing, you know, I'll probably tape it way more than I even have to on my drop pipe with the wire, because there's literally zero movement. Once it starts up and when it turns off, it doesn't move at all. So I just do it out of good habit. But that's why I don't. And I try to answer all the comments I get, but as I'm doing the job, if I do something and I recall a comment that pertains to what I'm doing, I'll try to remember to bring it out and explain things as I do it. And again, you could stagger this all day long, and if that helps you sleep better at night, do it. I won't sleep one bit less knowing that I didn't stagger these. So that's why I don't stagger them. So there's that, Mama. So I went ahead, so we're up in the air still. I got it wired up. Mama's about to flip the switch. Wow! Let's see if we'll make some water, Mama. That's your favorite switch, isn't it? Nothing yet. Come on, little fella. Come on. Wake up. Did you flip it on, Mama? Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna have clean these panels are. Very filthy. Let me have a 9/16 impact up there. I'll rotate this just a little bit. Because this is a very light angle. We're going to change. So in the summertime, this panel really needs to be almost straight up and down, like vertical. Not vertical, horizontal, flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this around, let it find some sun. And on the news yesterday morning, they were talking about a lot of Saharan dust. We're running now. Lori. 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 Oh. Oh. It's coming. Whoop. It is. There you go. Beautiful. So, don't turn it off. I'm going to rotate this around. We'll see if it diminishes that a lot. See how much it changed it? So, what I was saying was, in the summertime, you see how this panel's setting really steep facing the south. I'm going to adjust this a little bit because to get the best power out of a solar, it needs to be as direct to the sun as it can. So what this has done is this is set, it may be a little slighter than what it should be, but what we do is we have a setting on our solar pumps, or our solar panels, excuse me, that is for year-round use. And here it's still early, it's 9:30 here. I don't know, 10 or 11, this thing will start pumping. But it could be better than that if I'm trying to find my app on here, my measure app. I can never find it. Here we go. Let's see what the angle is in this thing. Wrong one. Level. So we're at 36. So it's steeper than it needs to be. So I need to adjust. We didn't install this. We're just coming along and fixing it. So like the year-round setting for Oklahoma is 29 degrees, which is, I don't know if you can see the difference in, right now we're at 36. It should be somewhere over here. And that's for the year-round setting, which, see, it's trying to make some water right now. It just doesn't quite have the power. But what I was saying about that Saharan dust is, you see what's on here? Dust will like really make it where you can't get much power through that. So if you have solar anything, if you want the power out of it, you need to clean your panels. I'm not saying that that's 100% what this is, but most of our problem is the angle for the daytime. It's not quite right. See, now we're running because I bring it over here and face the sun. So I'm gonna readjust this, and then we'll make this thing, we're just gonna make some better water. So let's do it. Okay, y'all. So I moved it from, it was in this hole, and I moved to this hole. We're making water. That's all it took, is just getting the angle during the time of year right. If you wanted to do this right, the best way would be every season, spring, summer, fall, and winter, come out here and adjust the angle. And each of those seasons has a certain number that is gives it the highest amount of power that you're going to get. None of them are 100% efficient, but if you set it to a certain one of those 4 numbers, I don't have it around the top of my head. I'm going to do some research here in a minute and find it, because I want to set this, because they need that big tank that I showed you in the video. It needs to be filled up fast. So I'm going to set this at a pretty steep setting, like the summer setting. I think it's like I want to say like 12 or 13 degrees. It's pretty flat. It's, you know, it's going to be way flatter than it is. So you can see what that's going to do. So I'm going to get this locked down. We get it plumbed in. Hopefully we're making water at that tank. All right. So I got everything set back in there. We're just kind of roughly wired here. So right now this valve is open. So does that mean it's going to the pond? I'm going to turn this off. So I want to see it go to that way, which goes to our tank. Again, it's buried along through there. Want to go with me, Mama? Wonder where your deer went, Mama. There was well, Lori's looking at, there's a fawn, or a mama doe, and a little fawn walking around over there. Beautiful countryside, y'all. We installed this, let's see where I'm pointing at, right there, that air motor. It's a 8x21, so since it's up here on top of this hill, it didn't really need a big tower, but there's a tower that's laying beside it that's on the ground, and instead of having to come out here and re-dig holes, I measured the base of the old tower that came off of it, and it was almost exactly the same as what the footprint of the 21-foot ranch spread air motor tower is. So that's what we opted to do. That's why it's a shorter tower. It's not a whole lot of fun to pull a pipe in, but like I said, oh, we're making water.
Yeah, I thought so.
Up here on this hill, that windmill's perfectly sufficient for what? I'm sure this ain't picking it up, but yep. So this tank right here, it fills up, and then it fills a tank that's way down there. So they're like daisy chained tanks that go off into all these different pastures. So that's why it's so important that this tank right here get filled up, because it's what makes everything else get full, all the other pastures. Oh yeah, we're making water, Mama. Look at that. All the water that's in here is rainwater. There's no, this isn't from the pump, so it was not doing anything. Oh yeah. So you can see we originally had float switches set up down here, but you see it's just wires come out of up there, but there it is, y'all. I'm gonna save a bug. A June bug. He's giving it a valiant effort. You owe me, buddy. But, yeah, and that's morning sun. It'll only get stronger throughout the day, and then peak of the day, you know, 1, 2 o'clock, that thing will be ripping it.
So it fills the water up to here, and then it flows there and goes to that tank.
Yeah.
Down there.
Isn't that crazy? Yep. This is it all just flows into here. Craziest thing in town. You see water down there. So crazy. Yeah, these are big tanks. So
good job.
You did a good job. This one right here did a really good job. Mo did a good job. All right. You sure you got this turned off, Mama?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure I trust her.
You want your voltmeter?
Nope. Ah! Just kidding. It's probably only 40 volts. Still enough to make you whistle, but it's not terrible. Will you grab that little, that Phillips screwdriver, Mama? So they do pasture burning down here. That's one of the management tools that they really do every year, is they burn this whole place off. So things get fried. So everything has to be in conduit or it'll get toasted. And I mean toasted real good.
Will this one work?
Yeah. It'll work really good. If I can hit the hole. Da, 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 da. I'll lose those, I guarantee it. So, actually I need to put them in here. Fish this up through there. Get in there. All right. Get in there, get in there. Use me knife. Call that a knife? That's a knife. It's supposed to be 103 degrees today. That's why we kind of got an early start today. These things are so dumb. I mean, once that thing corrodes, it's party over, and you really can't get these to relax. I'm gonna try to do the old twist method, so I get to go in there. Again, I'm not sure what y'all can see or what you can't see. Hope you can see this. I'm having to smush that rubber. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna trim some of it off there, because this well seal is toast at this point, because the way them bolts are done. Now I feel like I could go in and probably drill it out, you know, but I'm not gonna worry about it, because I won't have this lid off here in a long time. Trim that bottom edge because it's too bowed out there. You can't hardly work with it when it's smashed out that much. We're getting better. Oh, we're getting better, Mama. Voila. It's not really the orientation that I wanted it to be, but I may be able to fix that right here. I want that facing right this way, just the way it is. It's like that, Mama.
Good job.
Thank you. Gracias. So I did something like that. We're gonna go in. That's right. There we go. This part before we go. Yeah, okay, there's that part. And this is gonna go in there. Slide through like so. Okay. We're almost there. And then, look, I didn't lose them. Almost on them right there now, so I don't. I think this is the way it was right here. Nope. It had this piece, didn't it? This will go here like so. Like that. Actually, get off there. Go ahead and feed this in here while I have it, so I'm not having to bend this all around. Y'all, I may be a little slow at thinking some stuff, but it comes to me. Sometimes a little too late. Big puzzle. I don't really like puzzles. I have to do it anyway. So if I do it like this, stupid grass here is on my way. Rotate it. Rotate it around like so. My fingers in there to grab all that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's will work right there. Okay, okay. That's more wire than I like in that box. I either ended up a little bit more wire than I had when I started. This stuff is super stiff. It's been around here a while. Like I said, I think this well's been pumping. Well, I know this all has been in here over 10 years. So it's been doing a lot of pumping. And if you're a professional electrician, don't laugh too hard at the way I do. I know. There's tools that I don't have that real electricians have, but that's the way it is. Y'all don't have windmilling tools, so it's kind of the way it is. You just have tools that you need. Will you bring me that cutter and stripper? Mm-hmm. You probably just put them up, didn't you?
No, they've been up for a while.
Wow. We're gonna get a drink while we have a second. What is this? The Arbonne what?
Hydration.
Hydration.
The electrolyte replacement. It's really good. Last summer we were using a different brand and I didn't like it.
That is good.
I do like this one.
Cotton candy?
No, tropical I think.
That would have been my next guess.
Yeah. I've definitely never been a fan of gators. Okay.
Be careful what you say. There might be like Gatorade executives watching right now.
Well,
They'll unsubscribe.
they will be.
So what I'm gonna do is, since I have so much wire here, I'm gonna try to get a little bit more room in here. Just because that's me. That's just how I roll. I know there's tools for all this, but this is what I'm using. Just gotta stay out of the wires. That's all you gotta do. Them stupid little strings are good. Okay. So what I normally try to do is I run the wire to the other end of the box and I cut it. So we're cutting 3 inches off there. This blue one's gonna come up here. I'll cut a little bit off. Oh yeah, I always got the old umbrella out. Thank you. Black one come to here. I'm gonna cut it right there. Bring this red one down. Cut it right there. Do the same for these. Probably don't need. I'm gonna cut a little bit off just so I can get new start. And this one will come up. I'm gonna cut a inch off of it. And in my experience, right or wrong, that seems to be where I get my most satisfaction about having enough room in my box for all my wires. So that's why I do what I do. Man, Mama, are you under the shade at least? Too?
I feel like Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Mary Poppins. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? That just kind of illuminates your spirit up there.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
My halo?
Mm-hmm. Lucky fella to get to work with her.
My Mary Poppins-esque.
Mm-hmm. You just need a British accent.
Yeah.
I think
Singing voice.
Mm-hmm. Does she sing? Or she's dance?
Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She has a little bit of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Oh. Little bit of sugar. I don't know how it goes.
I'm in a bunch of other songs too.
Mm-hmm. There's one. I'm gonna put those over that side, bring the blacks here. Get these guys to lay right together like that. Twist them on. Now twist it till I can't twist it no more. And you got a good twist on it. And I've come to find out that if that's the way you cut these, if you cut it to the length, all these will tuck in. If you did it the other way, I mean, sometimes, man, it's hard to get these in these little boxes anyway. You can get the bigger boxes, but it'll work. Oh yeah, just shove it in. Get back in there. Turtle head, it's poking out. Put that there. Get rid of the screw. You can turn it on now, Mom, if you want to. Let it be filling the tank. We might be able to hear it run right here. Get y'all close to the... She struggles with that switch. It's the easiest switch I've ever felt.
The little things in there. You're going to lose my umbrella.
Did you get it switched yet?
Nope.
Oh yeah. It's going. Oh yeah, it's running. How cool is that?
Good job.
Gracias. Alright. We got some tools to pick up, some little pieces to pick up here and there. We're out of here. So I'm gonna tell them that when it's turned off, that goes off to that pond, but we're going that way to the tank. We're filling the tank. I think that's what they were originally wanting to get done. So all right. Find my hat. Mama, y'all, we got it going. It's all good. That's adjusted where it needs to be. That's back the way it's going to be. We'll look on the way out, make sure we're still flowing water. We should be. The pump was running, so that's always a good sign. So appreciate y'all for sticking around and watching this little episode. I know we're kind of spread out. We do windmills, solars. There's no really good way of telling y'all what we're going to be doing the next time because we don't never know.
No, every day's a surprise.
Every day's a surprise. But I appreciate y'all sticking with us. Hit the old like and the subscribe button. I can't say subscribe very good. The like and the subscribe button.
Sounds like you do.
Yeah, it worked that time. I think it's because my mustache tickles my lips.
Hey, weren't we talking the other day that we have a new goal? We want to hit 5,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
That is a tricky word. All right, let's see.
We're already past 5,000.
Do it. Oh, is 10 our next? So sorry.
10's our next one.
Okay, 10.
She's still.
So let's do that again.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
weren't we talking the other day that we have a goal
About what?
to get 10,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
Yay! All right.
All right. That was totally unscripted. That's how we roll, y'all. We're willy-nilly. We don't have a script out here. There are no editors and no people in the back offices writing this.
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get.
And you can't throw a fit.
Can't throw a fit. Just put in the comments. But again, thank y'all for watching wherever you are. Like and subscribe. I think the next job is gonna be a windmilling job. So anyway, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye. All right, we're on our way out. Look at this, y'all. All from the sun. There's from the power of the sun. So that's it.